Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School, a smarter, stronger, leaner podcast on a mission to inspire a world where food makes us better. My name is Shurina. I'm a nutritionist, certified health and nutrition coach, helping people like you to change eating habits to feel, look, and do your absolute best. And guys, today is Tuesday and we are continuing our conversation about overeating and how to address different aspects of overeating to eat less stuff that doesn't work for you. As simple as that. And it's not as simple as just saying to yourself, well, I gotta eat less, I need to train my willpower. No, a lot of overeating has to do with ineffective strategies, either eating strategies or usually stress management strategies. And yesterday we talked about how eating a more balanced breakfast will help you to eat much better and prevent overeating for your lunch and especially for your dinner when a lot of overeating happens to people. So please go back and listen to that episode if you are interested in having a better breakfast that gonna, if not bulletproof, that improve your chances to not overeat at night dramatically. Plus, you're gonna feel so much better during the day. So go back and listen to that episode on better breakfast. Today, we are talking about stress eating. And specifically, we are talking about unaddressed stress and lack of downtime that for many people cause eating too much late at night, every day, every other day, and eating too much on the weekends. I have a lot of clients who either can't handle, they are really good for breakfast and kind of okay for lunch, but dinner is a shit show. That's what they say. They kind of lose all the, willpower or the knowledge that they possess, and they just eat whatever in bigger amounts that is sensible. And then on the weekends, also, a lot of my clients, they go really strong with their habits, eating, fitness, lifestyle, everything, the whole week, Monday to Friday, and somewhere around Friday night and Saturday, it all collapses and they just forget about it all. Drink too much, eat too much, sometimes together, sometimes just eat too much and don't do much when it comes to active lifestyle and fitness. And then on Sunday, they kind of start getting slowly back to it. And on Monday, they are strong again. But that can delay a lot of progress, especially progress that are more advanced. Like, for example, if you're someone who's trying to get their abs defined, your six-pack, then it's a little bit more advanced that what you might see in average healthy human being. And that requires a little bit more work and a little bit more precision and habits. And so weekend, a couple of weekend meals off when you just eat whatever in whatever amounts can really cancel that progress. But anyhow, so stress eating, late night or weekends, why it happens? Well, for a lot of people, especially busy people, and who's not busy and stressed these days? Like, who's that person meditating in some yoga retreat or being in that state of peace and bliss every day? If you are that person, you probably are not listening to my podcast. So I assume you guys on the other side are all equally busy and a little bit stressed or feeling a little bit of pressure every day because of your work or family obligations or something else happening in your life. We all living this life, and it's not, that peace and bliss experience every day. And so every day we have a little bit of stress. And then by the end of our working week, it usually accumulates and we feel like we have so much pressure and so much load on our shoulders. And so for a lot of us, scheduling time to have downtime, scheduling time to relax, to rest, it's not our second nature. And so we end up just working and stressing the about different things until we feel like we can do that no longer, and we just collapse on the weekends and do whatever, and we have no willpower whatsoever, or we don't even feel like using that willpower to trying to take care of all of our meals and fitness and everything. We just want to relax, and that's a natural response, right? So most of the stress eating at night happens. Why does it happen? Because every day, you wake up, you do your work there, you might have difficult conversations, you might meet people and interact with people that you don't necessarily like. There might be some project that is not working out, a lot of things, there might be family issues, kids screaming. And so by the end of the day, you're really feeling this pressure. And you come home, or maybe you eat out, and you eat right at the end of this stressed day, and you don't usually take any time to pause between your day and your dinner. And so you come to dinner in that stressed state, and you're not really mindful about what you do with your food at this moment. And most of you don't plan that meal. It just kind of happens. And so what usually happens in our food environment is not the best choices, not the best foods for your body. And then because you are that stressed and you didn't have any downtime the whole day, you feel like you have no willpower. Your mind is already fatigued. You don't make good decisions, and you're stressed, and you're rushed, and you're sitting down for the dinner, and and the dinner is when you start relaxing. But while that is happening, you eat a lot more food, you eat faster, you don't really pay attention to your hunger signals that actually take a little bit of time to click in and to reach your brain, right? And so before you know it, you already overeat, ate too much, you feel stuffed, but also you're relaxed. So eating is your kind of like your first downtime after that stressful day. So the solution to this, guys, is to take some time off before that meal. It can be as little as 10 minutes, and maybe just sit down, lay down, depending on the situation. Go for a walk, go sit in some quiet place and just watch the world go by. Just take this pause to let the stress pass through you and let it all out. Let the pressure off, like this pressure cooker that some people use for cooking. There's pressure accumulating, and it's there, and it's cooking food, but it's like bubbling there, maybe sometimes shaking it. So you're the same kind of like pressure cooker at the end of your working day. You have a lot of stress accumulating in you, and you need to take off the lid and take this pressure off before sitting down for your meal. Because if you do that, you're going to be more mindful, and you're going to eat slower, and you're going to pay more attention to what's happening in your body while you are eating. And that will help you to be more mindful for your meal, and will help you to eat more intuitively, stopping when you're full, and if you don't, and thinking more about your food and your choices. And it's going to happen automatically. You're not going to need any willpower. It just, when you're more mindful, you always eat better. You always eat in a way that is more aligned with your goals, with who you see yourself becoming or being, with your true values. So take that pressure off before sitting down for that evening meal. Again, might be 5-minute meditation with some app, like my favorite is Waking Up app, or maybe going for a short walk, or just sit down and watch maybe sunset, or maybe just again watch people go by. Just sit, relax, just take those 5-10 minutes. Even better, take a few deep breaths when your exhale is twice as long as your inhale. So inhale for 3 and exhale for 6 counts. Do this and then get to your meal. And try today, guys, try this, taking the pressure off before dinner, 5 minutes of time off, take 6 deep breaths, at least 3 deep breaths, and then continue to your dinner. See how much better you're going to eat, how much more mindful you're going to be for that meal. Even better, plan if it's breakfast time, if it's morning time, plan your dinner, what you're going to have for it right now. Because at the end of the day, your mind is going to be fatigued. You're going to make much worse decisions. And because you also probably going to feel like, it's time, you need to have your dinner soon, you need to make decisions faster, you don't have time to think. So make your decision right now when your mind is still fresh and you're making your best decisions. So that's like a bonus assignment, right? And right before dinner, just take those 5 minutes off, take a few deep breaths when exhale is twice as long as inhale, and see how you do. I guarantee you, your eating habits going to improve right away, like this. They're going to click. And then you'll think, well, why haven't I thought about that before? Well, because you were busy, stressed, and nobody told you about that. So that's the answer. And the second thing is weekend. How can you prevent all out eating and drinking weekend? It's going to take some work because probably this pattern is somewhat ingrained in your brain. So your brain will fall into the default mode of action, right? But if you schedule some downtime every single day at the end of your day, probably maybe something like spending time with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends. If they're not with you right there, maybe talking to them on Skype, WhatsApp, or Zoom. Maybe reading your favorite book or doing your hobby for 15-20 minutes at the end of each day. So schedule some downtime every single day. That this again will allow some pressure that is building up the whole week to leave you, take some of the pressure off every day. And so on the weekends, you will have more reserves to make better choices around your food, around your lifestyle, around drinking, if you are into drinking, and that will help you to not have those all-out weekends. So take some pressure off every single day by engaging in some relaxing, some pleasurable activity that is not stressing you out for 15-20 minutes every single day, and you won't believe how much positive impact it's going to make on your weekend. And of course, again, the second thing is planning. When you plan for better weekend, you usually follow through, believe it or not, guys. So now it's the beginning of the week, so plan the weekend. Plan doing something different, not all out drinking weekend. Like, I don't know, go paddle boarding like I did this weekend for 2 hours because I felt like I needed to take off some pressure working on my business. And so I felt like 1 hour wasn't enough. I went 2 times paddle boarding, first time in my life, but it did the job. So what is it for you? Schedule something different that is not related to drinking and eating. Something exciting, something relaxing, something that you love, but something that is not related to drinking and food. And every day, take a little bit of that pressure off. And do something relaxing, something you enjoy for 15-20 minutes every day at the end of your day. And you'll see how much less you'll feel like you need to go all out and how much more mindfulness there can be in your weekends. And then it will help you to make progress with your eating habits, with your fitness, with your six-pack abs, or just moving towards your ideal body weight, your ideal body fitness. See how it works. So to sum it up, what we do to prevent night overeating, we take some time off to let some pressure out, like out of this pressure cooker before meal. So we take 5 to 10 minutes, we sit down, we go for a walk, we just relax, let it all go. We take 3 to 6 deep breaths, 6 is better. And then mindfully, we continue to our dinner. And bonus assignment, plan it in the morning. Always plan your dinner in the morning. And then part number 2, all out eating, drinking weekend. Let some pressure out every single day by engaging in your hobby, in something relaxing for 15-20 minutes at the end of your day. every day to let this pressure out, not letting it accumulate towards the end of the week. And then again, the bonus assignment is to plan something different, some different weekend, something you're going to enjoy, but is not related to food or drinking. And if you don't know what it is, you've always done it, then experiment. Like I, again, did paddleboarding, never done it, but it looked fun, so I did it. So plan something different and let me know. When you do this, today, for dinner, before dinner, take some time off, and for the weekend, every day engage in some pleasurable, some hobby-like activity, and let me know how you do this week. I'd really love to hear your feedback. That being said, this is it for today's episode. In the show notes today, you're going to find the link to Belly Fat Zero Challenge that is starting this September. And we're going to have 3 groups, 10 people in each group all around the world. We're going to be learning all of these things that I'm teaching you on this podcast, but we're going to put it into practice. You're going to learn how to eat mostly whole foods. And what are those whole foods? How to eat your protein, your fiber easily without counting things. How to control overeating and prevent impulsive and emotional eating. We're going to practice all of that. We're going to learn how to make better breakfast, dinner, and lunch, and how to eat on vacations and on your holidays, and when there is some celebration. We're going to learn all of that, and there are going to be weekly assignments, weekly calls to learn, to support each other, Facebook group. All your questions can be answered, your personalized plan for nutrition and for fitness to make the progress that you want to make. So all of it going to be in this Belly Fat Zero Challenge. 3 months challenge starts September 1st, but you need to sign up right now, because as long as I fill in all these spaces, and they are already going out to different people around the world, so as soon as I sign up all the people, and I'll probably going to do it in a few days, in 2-3 days, that's it. You're not going to be able to get in. So don't miss out on this opportunity to get into your best shape ever. And probably build that 6-pack that you've been thinking about. So find the link to this challenge in the show notes. And what else? Try the stress management today for dinner. And then for the weekend, let me know how you do. Share this episode with one other person to help each other eat and live better. And guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. And as usual, till next time, eat better daily.